Do you talk to yourself at the grocery store? Apologize to chairs? Zone out because you're imagining what life would be like as a platypus? Welcome to the functionally weird club. Because, let's be honest, if being normal means answering a call from an unknown number at 8 a.m., 7, talking to yourself, it all starts with something small. You're in the car and suddenly go, why did I even say that? Sounds like you're one meltdown away from an ER visit, right? Not really. That's just your brain trying to organize chaos in real time, with live commentary. Want to know what that is? Psychologists call it externalized metacognition. In Soul Rex language, it's your brain trying to figure itself out, and since it doesn't come with a notepad, it just uses your mouth, like Einstein, pacing around muttering formulas to himself. And I'm not even exaggerating. Kids do it too when they're learning anything that requires more than 2 neurons. It's like having a personal assistant that's invisible, sounds like you, and is always running late. But hey, it works. It organizes thoughts, simulates conversations, tests arguments. Talking out loud is like using the rearview mirror to park your thoughts. Helps you spot what's just outside your mental field of view. And before anyone calls it crazy, studies show that people who verbalize their thoughts make better decisions and perform better on complex tasks. So yeah, you might seem odd, but you're functionally odd. Odd with a purpose, odd with an upgrade. Want to look normal, stay silent, and mess up like everyone else. 6. Attachment to objects. Let's be real. You call your car my baby and apologize when you drop your phone. And no, that's not neediness, that's deluxe empathy. It's like your sensitivity turned the world into Pixar mode. Yup, we're talking about anthropomorphism, when you assign human feelings to inanimate things, like hugging a chipped mug, like it's your sweet old kitchen grandma, or looking at a fan and thinking it's working too hard. Congrats, you've got emotional intelligence with Wi-Fi that connects to the physical world. And no, it's not just cutesy. Studies show that people with vivid imaginations and high empathy do this often. It's your brain reaching for connection, even when no humans are around. Like me, talking to fossils. Do they answer? Nope. Still more interesting than some living folks. You know who cashed in on this? Pixar, Toy Story, Wall-E, Cars, all built on this very human instinct to see a soul in lifeless things. And you thought you were the only one who cried over a broken skateboard. Practical tip? Keep being weird. Better to treat a microwave with care than treat people like objects, something a lot of humans still get wrong. Number 5, feeling out of place. You're at a party, everyone's vibing, laughing on cue, and you're just there, in slow motion, wondering if that smile was real or just a social glitch. Welcome to the alien in a human suit experience. That here but not really here feeling. Like watching a movie with your headphones unplugged. You see everything, but it doesn't hit. It's not social dysfunction, it's hypersensitivity to context. There's even a fancy name for it, cultural frame switching. It's the ability to flip between social codes, languages, and norms like a cultural spy. People with this skill have radar for the unsaid. They read subtext like it's a Japanese appliance manual. The downside, it gives you social hangovers because when you notice what everyone else ignores, reality goes full HD. You see the hidden choreography, the quiet hypocrisy, the smiles that don't reach the eyes, and you start wondering, am I seeing too much or are they just on autopilot? It's not that you're disconnected, it's that you're too tuned in. Advice? Stay offbeat. Most people are just lip-syncing life with the wrong subtitles. Number 4, feeling too much. You walk into a room and bam, catch the vibe. Nobody's said a word, but you already know the couple just fought. The boss is in a mood and the coffee's burnt. You're basically an emotional Wi-Fi hotspot. But instead of being praised, people say you're too sensitive, like being able to sense lies, sarcasm, and tension is some kind of flaw. Nope, that's called emotional competence. People like this have an internal sonar. They detect tension before it turns into a fight. They catch mean jokes others miss. They feel someone's discomfort without even making eye contact. It's like your brain has a whole department dedicated to social weather. And here's the wild part. Science backs you up. Emotional neuroscience studies show that highly sensitive people have more activity in the limbic system, the part of the brain that processes emotional and social cues. The catch? Feeling everything all the time is exhausting. It's like having a fire alarm that goes off when someone lights a match. And in a culture like the US, where productivity is king and empathy is an afterthought, it can seem like weakness. But let's get this straight. Reading emotions isn't soft. It's a superpower. Jurassic tip: choose wisely who you share your sensitivity with. Some people are worth it. Others won't even notice you feel more than they can fake. With the 3 temporary obsessions. You wake up and suddenly must learn everything about Icelandic volcanoes, or squid reproduction, or 18th century economic cycles. You don't know why, you just have to. And sleep can wait. This isn't ADHD, it's not a phase. It's your universe detective mode switching on. Smart people operate like this. They find a loose thread in the rug of reality and pull until the whole thing unravels. Then somehow they crochet a masterpiece of knowledge no one asked for, but everyone ends up admiring. There's even a technical name for this: selective hyperfocus. It's often linked to high cognitive ability. These minds aren't satisfied with, "I kinda get it." They dig until they hit the Earth's core, or they can't sleep. Sound familiar? You don't just research, you build entire systems to study. You make spreadsheets, color codes, wild timelines. Your life turns into a CIA office, just with post-its instead of armed guards. And here's the brilliant part. A lot of inventors, artists, and scientists started out this way, following a random spark of curiosity all the way to something that changed the world. So, yeah, yesterday's weird hobby could be tomorrow's breakthrough. Number 2, preferring texts over calls. Someone calls you. You look at the phone like it's a Jurassic Park raptor. Panic, sweat, pure survival instinct. Then you text, "Sorry, I missed your call." Lie, you saw it. You just didn't want to pick up, but relax. You're not antisocial. You're just smart enough to know that speaking off the cuff ruins the architecture of deep thinking. Thoughtful minds need time, and writing gives you that. Writing is like building a mental Lego set. You can rearrange, delete, fine-tune the tone, but in a call, you mess up and it's already out there. In writing, you can sound like a genius, even if you just rolled out of bed. And let's be real, that's freedom. Plus, texts don't interrupt. They don't demand an instant reaction. They don't hijack your time with false urgency. They respect your cognitive pace. And there's science behind it. A University of Chicago study found that written communication often leads to more thoughtful, coherent responses. So no, writing essays instead of calling isn't laziness. It's a sincere attempt to avoid dumb, rushed conversations. Keep dodging those calls. The people who matter will get it. And the ones who don't, they've probably already sent a 9-minute voice message. Reacting strongly to injustice. You see someone cheating, lying boldly, or being outrageously hypocritical, and your whole body reacts. Jaw clenches, eyes squint, mind goes full red alert. This isn't overreacting. It's your ethical system screaming in Dolby Surround. While half the world pretends nothing happened or says just let it go, you're boiling inside like the universe just committed a crime against logic. And honestly, that's not drama, that's moral intensity. Psychological studies show that people with a strong sense of justice and analytical thinking often have physical reactions to ethical inconsistency. It's not being extra, it's having visceral coherence. You don't just understand values, you believe in them, you want the world to make sense, and when it doesn't, your brain crashes like, how is that person smiling after saying that? Answer: because they don't feel what you feel. Simple as that. Sure, this sensitivity earns you labels like intense, difficult, or too much. But guess what? These are the people who change things, who spark the debates, who don't let the dirt stay under the rug. Channel that anger into action. Arguing with idiots is exhausting, but turning indignation into movement? That's applied intelligence. So if you find yourself arguing with the microwave, getting annoyed at people who misuse literally, preferring texts to human voices and feeling the sadness of a crooked coat hanger, maybe you're not weird. Maybe your mind is just running in HD in a world still stuck on VHS. Like the video? Hit that subscribe button and drop a comment. Which one of these